Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. 10 minutes. We'll recap the Aisle 101 free wedding that myself and Kenzie were the officiants of on Friday night. Finally, after the whole journey of hundreds of people trying to get a free wedding, Megan and Brian got married. We'll find out if my pants held up the entire night. Seems to be the biggest DM I got all weekend. So that's coming up. But first, a fact that makes your brain go. Something happened over the weekend that hasn't happened since World War II, 81 years ago. Pretty big deal. Kenzie checked in and said maybe they discovered another Egyptian tomb. Mm-hmm. They were doing that around then. They didn't care about all these bombs going off and even a nuclear bomb.
They had a job to do, so I don't think that's fair.
Wouldn't have been interesting is they were digging and they couldn't get anywhere. We might as well just give up. And then the nuclear bomb drops on Japan, shakes the earth, and all of a sudden this tomb opens up and they go, look at that. Something pretty incredible there happened out of this, pretty tragic situation. No? Drop a nuclear bomb in Egypt to find a tomb?
Stop.
Case guessed that pro athletes for the first time ever have left to go fight in a war. They did all the time in World War II. Those guys, they were like, cool, I'm going over there to fight. They made it seem like when you look back on it that it was an easy decision for them to do that.
Well, they were drafted. I don't think they had a choice.
I think they could have, today, if someone was drafted, I think they would have done everything they could to get out of it. I'm not saying integrity's different. I'm just saying.
I think difference between a just war and an unjust war.
Yeah. They just went. They just went and did it, and they gave up a big career. Some people didn't come back to their great careers. Both those are wrong, by the way. And also, we had a bunch of texts come in, and Kevin checked in with a funny note on Kenzie's about the Egyptian tomb. Said, Kenzie, most archaeologists are women because they love digging up the past.
All right.
It's true.
Okie doke.
I liked it.
Makes two of you and Kevin.
Kevin, we should hang out this weekend. So none of those are right. There's a lot of guesses on the text line, but what hasn't happened since World War II is the U.S. national debt surpassed the size of the economy for the first time since World War II. Now, we're not going to break that all down.
Hold on. The U.S. debt surpassed what?
The U.S. economy. So everything that we do in the U.S. economy as far as revenue and the worth of the U.S. economy has been surpassed for the first time ever. Well, I should say since World War II, 81 years ago. And it's right now the U.S. debt showed the national debt reached $31.27 trillion as of March 31st. But really we're on this pace of kind of get to $39 trillion in debt. Now, when I say that, Kenzie, do you know exactly when I say the national debt exactly what that is?
It's just, I think it's pretty simple. It's just our debt, like with the government spending, we borrow money, right?
Yeah, correct.
Haven't we borrowed a lot of money from China and stuff?
Well,
there's a whole episode of The Office based on that.
Yeah. The total national debt owed by the federal government of U.S. states to the Treasury security holders. Now, those could be anybody. They could be other countries. It could be our country. It's a myriad of people that we just owe, just like personally we owe stuff. Maybe we have a debt on a credit card debt or whatever.
Does it list who we owe?
It doesn't have a list of who we owe because it's a
An
pretty...
IOU breakdown like Dumb and Dumber. That's a big one. Hold on to that, China.
It's a pretty long list. I mean, it goes on and on. I just find it astounding that, we've been in debt. I remember, I thought in my head that Bill Clinton had balanced the budget. He didn't. That was something in my head that, maybe he had a surplus of $500 billion and paid it down on the debt. Mm-hmm. I don't think we pay this debt down anymore. I think we just keep adding up to it. But
isn't that why it's crucial for America's survival that they continue to be the one who prints the currency? Isn't that like one of the reasons? Because we'd be in like huge trouble. It's the only reason that we're not in massive trouble with this amount of debt is because we are like the printers of the currency, correct?
Yes, but the more we print, the less the value of the dollar becomes.
Absolutely, but we'd be like in huge trouble because we have this much debt if it wasn't that, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't honestly know. Maybe there's an economist out there who can explain it better if printing the money helps us save in that situation.
I think it just saves our ass, I'm pretty sure.
Well, at $39 trillion, as it's expected right now to come through, this weekend, which is what they pretty much said.
Do you think they get phone calls like other people do when they have debt? Like, we're trying to reach a Donald Trump. Melania's like, I don't know him. Like, do they get those kind of phone calls also?
I wonder. I just can't believe at this point you can let it go to that. Now, there was a time when the national debt was fully paid off, and we have to go back to 1835.
Good year.
Oh, yeah, what a year.
Please tell me what happened.
President Andrew Jackson became the only U.S. president to fully pay off the national debt. Now, listen, we know what the Civil War was a little later than that. So 1835 in America, slaves. Not a good time.
We do not like that.
No, we don't. We stand against that this show.
Kenzie, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good. I want to make sure
All
she
right.
spoke. All of a sudden, speak up against it.
And just as a reminder, whenever slavery comes up on this show, we just want to remind people, not every show today in Chicago is going to take a stance against slavery.
They're not going to denounce it.
No, they
They
will
won't.
not do that. We will, though. So remember that as you're flipping around this morning, that other shows have not denounced slavery in the way that
And
we
look
have.
in the mirror. Are you supporting slavery?
By listening
I
to
don't
another radio
know.
station?
I don't know. It's just a question. You know what I mean? So
Something to think about.
something to chew on.
Now, I say that because the situation that probably helped pay off the debt in that situation, but it was already there. It was $58 million. Sounds like nothing today. Go to ATM, pay off $58 million.
People have houses that cost that much. Do you know how insane that is?
Yeah. It's $39 trillion right now. It was $58 million. He took office. He achieved it through budget cuts, selling federal land, which wasn't his really. I mean, it wasn't, Andrew Jackson's.
You get rid of other people's houses.
It was Native American land. They just sold it.
Like a trail of tears or something.
Yeah.
Something complicated, something sad.
Gotta
Tears
admit,
of happiness from him, am I right?
He's like,
It's
look at the way
lit.
this budget's going.
by the way, this show doesn't stand for that either.
No.
No, we're also against Native American genocide, just in case anybody was wondering.
So just keep these notes down on a legal pad next to your radio, what we're against, okay? He achieved it also through dismantling the second bank of the United States. So in my head, I didn't really research that too heavily, but I thought, this bank, we owe a bunch of money to, so he dismantled it.
What if this bank disappeared?
I mean, he walked up there, a bunch of guys with muskets showed up, basically equivalent to a tank coming through and saying like, hey, you guys aren't a bank anymore.
So
Hey,
it was the second bank?
the second bank of the United States, he dismantled it.
Well, yeah, people were still very untrusting of banks at that time. They weren't properly funded.
Well, also,
But I'm trying to remember. I thought it was in the 1860s that taxes also first became a thing, which helped the economy tremendously and the government because we were paying them.
Well, taxes existed at the beginning of the country. Remember the phrase, no taxation without representation? That's why we said to England, F you, we're going to have our own rules over here.
Right, but then in the 1860s, because then there was none, because then we broke away, they to establish a form of taxes, property, whatever, to the government.
Carbonated drink tax, that was when that first came into play. They're like, if you're going to drink a root beer during the Civil
Clothing
War.
tax. No, it started off a little easier than it is now.
When I buy a case of water at Costco for $3, there's a $2 soda tax on that for water?
But it's water, not soda.
Right.
Soda water, maybe, but not water.
Soda water, you get doubled.
You're going to the
Carbon
poorhouse.
water. You're like, what?
By the way, I will note, in case you think we can pay off his $39 trillion, everything's going to be good.
Oh, yeah, I was hoping we were going to pay it off.
So when Andrew Jackson, when he paid that off, the next year it was followed by the Panic of 1837.
Ugh.
So it didn't last long in this glorious time when, hey, we're all paid off. It's great. It led to a major depression that lasted through the 1840s, 7, 8, 9 years. So maybe paying off something isn't good.
Yeah, maybe $39 trillion in debt isn't that bad, actually.
Why don't we just go out and get some beers today and forget about
Let's get
it?
loaded.
Well, if it just doesn't matter, then who cares? I mean, it's just,
Right, let's just forget about it.
they're not doing anything about it.
I mean, the last time they paid it off, it didn't last more than 6 months.
Yeah,
And then
so just add to it.
do we want the panic of 2027?
Oh,
Sounds horrible.
nightmare.
Yuck. So keep spending, kids.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, about 10 minutes away, and we had some teachers checking in from Berwyn already. Thank you for listening in Berwyn because it's Teachers Appreciation Week. So with Clash with Kenzie, we appreciate the teachers checking in. Not right now, in about 7, 8 minutes, we'll get you on the phones for Clash with Kenzie for Foster the People tickets at Northerly Island. So that's on the way, and all those teachers in Berwyn or any teacher, a 100-mile radius of Berwyn, can check in and compete against Kenzie in trivia.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, what a weekend for your Chicago baseball teams. Yesterday, Michael Busch hit a 3-run triple and a sacrifice fly as the Cubs beat the Diamondbacks 8-4 on Sunday for their 5th straight win. Let's go, Cubs! Your first place Cubs, by the way, Moises Ballesteros also homered 15-3 in its last 18 games, by the way. 22-12. The Cubs are a season-high 10 games over 500. They've won 11 straight home games for the first time since they won 14 in a row at Wrigley in 2008. Pretty huge. And let's go back to even a different game on Saturday when Ian Happ homered. Here we go.
Nelson ready, and he'll one. And that is hammered right field. That's back on its way. Out of here. Ian Happ unloads number 8. Turn that fastball around, and the Cubs on the board. It is 1-0.
And keep challenging with that cheese, and somebody's going to take a bite out of it. Number 8 for number 8.
There you go. What a weekend. The Cubs are just on a roll. So fun. And I'll be there tonight at the game. A little privileged. I'll be in the suite, my wife's company suite for the game. And people have asked about the fasting situation. I will fast from the show until the game. So
what are you working towards now? What good does that do? Well, you could just have a healthy lunch instead.
Well, I'm going to certainly, being in a suite with hot dogs, Italian beefs, and an ice cream cart, eat my share of lunch and dinner.
Eating the same amount of calories just all at once doesn't make you lose weight.
I beg to differ. We'll see what happens.
It's all just about the amount of calories. If you have 12,000 calories later, it doesn't matter if you fasted all day.
Well, listen, I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. I am taking that sweet down tonight.
Nobody's saying that you shouldn't.
Yes.
It just seems like maybe the way you're getting there is dumb.
Well, why not fast beforehand? I'm saving maybe like 600 calories for lunch.
But you can just have a healthy lunch.
But then I'm still going to, I'm just
Because then maybe you would eat less at the suite instead of.
Yeah, you wouldn't overeat that way.
Gorge yourself.
What am I, with a couple morons here? I'm getting a suite with free food and free ice cream.
No one's arguing that you shouldn't eat in the suite. That's not the point we're trying to make.
No, the point is you're saying I should eat lunch so I don't eat as much in the suite.
Yeah, well, eat a healthy lunch.
Oh, that sounds awful. I'm not doing that.
Okay, all right.
Look out, suite. Whoever works the suite tonight, people check in.
Look out, sweet.
Taking it out tonight.
God, it's like talking to a 5-year-old sometimes.
I know.
So there's your Cubs. I'll be there tonight. Munetaka Murakami hit his major league leading 13th homer of the season. Big highlight, and here is that home run on Friday.
3-2. This ball is drilled. Back it goes. Murakami has the power. He now leads Major League Baseball by himself. Lucky number 13 on the season.
Now, they didn't get the sweep, but they did win the series against the Padres. And by the way, Murakami last Thursday, when they had a travel day, he took the whole team out for sushi at an undisclosed downtown Japanese restaurant. So went out, took the whole team out, and bought everybody sushi. That's really nice. That's hearts and minds there, winning over your teammates and spreading the wealth of his success. Most exciting guy in baseball right now.
We've heard the White Sox commentator throw a few catchphrases out there for the Murakami home runs. He got in trouble for using Southside Samurai. We just heard him say Murakami has the power. We heard last week, show me the Moon. Is there a favorite you guys have among the bunch? Because I'm into show me the Moon.
That's definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I don't care about the implications. Southside Samurai.
Oh, you want to double down on that one?
I know he moved on from that one, but Southside Samurai is.
Did he really get in a lot of trouble?
No, it was a thing for a day, but he moved away from it.
It was self-imposed. He could have doubled down on it too. I don't think.
But he wanted to keep his job, so he didn't.
Yeah. I don't have a job.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I don't have a job to keep or nothing. I want to hear Southside Samurai, and I think there was actually a little clip of him talking about it. He's not offended by it. Murakami himself.
Oh, I thought you meant the announcer. I'm like, I can't imagine not. He's like, I don't find it offensive.
I'm 1/16 Japanese. I can say what I want. Found some distant relative who's
I have Japanese friends.
Finally, the Kentucky Derby. Wow. Historic Kentucky Derby. Here is the final finish if you're watching on Saturday.
The last 16th of a mile. Danon Bourbon in front. Both selling a huge long shot. Renegade and Golden Tempo are closing too. Here's Golden Tempo. Golden Tempo and Cherie DeVaux make history in the Kentucky Derby.
The first female trainer to win the Kentucky Derby. 44-year-old Cherie DeVaux conditioning Golden Tempo with a tremendous run down the stretch to win the Derby.
I've never seen anything like that. Never seen anything like it. Golden Tempo navigated past 17 other horses in the final turn and made a hard charge, hit the nos, and went and beat everybody with 100,000 people watching and roaring. And to Kenzie's point, I was out and about. I don't know if you guys were, but the horrification of the Kentucky Derby is in full effect. Boy, a lot of people on the streets dressed in in that world, I will say.
Do you mean what I said, where I said that less people need to dress hoary for the Kentucky Derby, which I'm a big fan of dressing hoary, so that's not it. I'm not usually against it.
We
I
made
just
that
think
clear.
that specific event is supposed to be like more old school classy.
At least it used to be. And like you said, you
can't do it.
You're all for, dressing whorish.
Halloween, let it rip. Show up in some dental floss. I don't care at all. Be like, I'm a dentist. Like, sure, it's fine with me.
Well, you're a sexy dentist, is what you
you're
are.
a sexy dentist. It's literally floss over your nipples. I'm like, sure. I get it.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
For Christ's sake, tomorrow's the 4th of July, and we will be open for business.
What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
Utah. Give me 2.
Do you enjoy pain?
Pain don't hurt.
Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand.
Now fry like bacon, you little freshman piggies. Fry! Fry!
Playing football at West Canaan may have been the opportunity of your lifetime, but I don't want your life.
Well, you're used to hearing that at 8 o'clock on Friday for Case's movie review, which this week, by the way, is his 100th review Friday. We'll get more on that in a second later on because this is a special review on May the 4th. Kenzie has said repeatedly on the show in her entire 3 years here, she's never seen a Star Wars movie.
No.
So on May the 4th, we have put the task for her to watch Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, in order of release, which became a big debate of finding out which movie to do first.
You can see our text thread on the Q11 Facebook page of trying to
God.
instruct Kenzie. I didn't realize you hadn't seen that yet. Trying to instruct
I know you
Kenzie.
posted it. Is nothing sacred anymore?
No, it's not.
It took Kenzie a minute to find what movie she was going to watch. For the 2 years that I've been doing the movie reviews, I get asked about Star Wars a lot, but I've seen every Star Wars movie. I love Star Wars. I'm into it. I'm into the whole fandom. Kenzie had not. We thought it'd be a fun thing to do on this Monday, a little bonus movie review.
Yes, so she has watched the movie. We verified she watched the correct Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I sent a picture when I was watching it. I'm like, this one? Does this look right to everybody?
Is that part of the thread?
It's on the Facebook page.
That little AI picture of Luke. It looks really weird, that picture.
That's just the Disney Plus one. It's not AI.
I watched the Lego one. I'm like, damn it.
So it's a very special Monday movie review and a very special host doing it. It'll be Kenzie. So let's talk about it. It is Star Wars, and the movie Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, was released May 25th, 1977. The budget was $11 million. The box office, so the box office alone was $775.4 million. That's wild. Now, we know it's in the billions since then, overall. The review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 94% of 205 critics are positive with an average rating of 9.1 out of 10. So, Kenzie, are you ready for your review?
I'm ready. Do the trailer?
Yeah, let's start how we always do with the trailer for how this movie was advertised in 1977.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Coming in too fast!
20th Century Fox and George Lucas, the man who brought you American Graffiti, now bring you an adventure unlike anything on your planet. Star Wars, the story of a boy, a girl, and a universe. A billion years in the making. Star Wars, rated PG.
God, I want to watch Star Wars again.
Oh my God, I know.
Good Lord.
Isn't that trailer awesome?
Okay.
I want that guy to be my dad, that voiceover guy.
What?
Holy cow.
Separate conversation, I think.
Okay, so I'm gonna say I had so many notes during the first 2 minutes of the movie. It was unbelievable how fast I was writing stuff down. I have my notes app open. I have it open now. My initial thought, the first thing I wrote down is I hate everyone's helmet who's not a stormtrooper. They look stupid, not intimidating.
Now, wait a minute. Before you even get further into this, the movie opens like no other movie has opened in history with no credits. It opens with the bam, ba-da-ba, the greatest theme of all time, with the words that explain what's going on in the history of the galaxy. It's one of the greatest movie openings, and George Lucas almost died, had to fight. He got kicked out of SAG-AFTRA for not putting the credits first in that. So he got kicked out of his union of filmmaking. That was his first fight of many that almost gave him a heart attack in making Star Wars.
Well, he said he got the idea from, I believe it was a Japanese director that places you just write. He goes, I trust the viewers, and I have to trust my viewers to be just placed in the movie, right?
Correct.
And so we got that idea from another director.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But your first thought is about the helmets, not the intro.
I hate those helmets. It made me feel like I was watching Spaceballs because they look like a joke. So I was like, not the stormtroopers, but everybody else's helmets are very like mushroomy. And I was like, this is not a very intimidating like battle suit.
The guys in the gray work suits.
Yeah, but then I noticed later once we were on the Death Star, which took forever, but once we finally got there, I'm like, oh, like they're wearing these too. Like this is the standard helmet, I guess, across the universe.
Standard
they have a
issue.
monopoly across the entire universe. Everyone's wearing the same helmet.
That helmet company was kind of like the Live Nation of their time.
No
it was a
kidding.
monopoly.
Well, it probably was a generic helmet maker. It was budget cuts because the Death Star, by the way, which we'll get to, very expensive and could not have been built by today's $39 trillion in debt America.
But you know what I thought almost right away is the stormtroopers show up right onto the Democratic ship, as they were saying, and it's like, how'd they break into a ship? It wasn't parked. You don't see the scene. Like they were able to get onto the ship.
Well, you see the ship go over and then overtake the little ship.
Yeah, but it's like, that was very confusing to me about how you can break onto a moving ship. I was immediately like, how are you breaking onto a moving ship?
Well, you know.
Like, like later in the movie, they get pulled into the ship, so they're in it.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
How the hell do you break onto a moving ship? I thought that was immediate. And then I want to know, are people inside stormtroopers, or are those like, what's inside of a stormtrooper?
Okay, you're throwing a lot out there quickly.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean by that?
Are there human bodies inside the stormtrooper? Because they don't take off their helmets ever. Are those people?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know.
If you I know.
Because everybody else is running around without an outfit on. So I'm like, are these like robots underneath there, or are they people?
But what do you think, though? If you had to
Brian,
guess.
I don't effing know.
I know, but gun to your head, what do you
pissing
think?
me off.
Well,
Just answer the question.
I'm just saying, what do you
I
think?
have a lot to get to. I have more questions.
I understand.
Are there people inside the stormtrooper outfits? Because the only time I see a person inside it is when like Han Solo and Luke take the outfits.
Mm-hmm.
No one else takes off their helmet the whole time. So are those people or are they not people?
Well, obviously with Han Solo wearing an outfit, the uniform of a stormtrooper, there are people in the stormtroopers as they talk to each other. I know robots can talk to each other in the future.
Yeah, like in
most
this
likely.
movie, robots or aliens. Like there's a lot of species, which we'll get to in a second.
Yeah, there are. So there are people in there. If we have to get past that
Okay,
point.
so those are normal people.
Yes.
That's not a certain species inside the stormtrooper.
Correct. It's a I guess an earthling, if you will.
I don't know if we call them normal people, but they're people.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot of things that could be inside there, okay? And I learned that quickly. So we have that scene. I'm like, whatever. Then we end up on the worst planet ever. So the first, I liked Star Wars, spoiler alert, but the first hour I wanted to die, okay? I didn't think I was going to like it. That is the most boring planet that's ever existed. I'm like, why did we choose this planet? I wish Princess Leia would have chose that one to blow up when she was asked. I was so lost because like they buy the droids. I don't know why I don't understand why this family's buying droids. I didn't fully understand who they're selling them to because everybody else is like a rogue alien who just kills people. So I don't know who's on the up and up buying droids on that planet. Seemed pretty desolate to me. And then Luke Skywalker, when R2-D2 runs away, is scared because of sand people. He's like, we can't go tonight, we'll go in the morning. Well, he still gets attacked by sand people during the day. So I thought they wouldn't be outside during the day because he was super confident about that. But it seems like they're always out, so I don't know what the difference is. I thought the sand people were going to be the short people. That's obviously a different species.
Those are the Jawas.
No,
Okay.
I think she means the Ewoks, though.
Whatever the tiny people were that have done. The first half, I'm like, I don't know what we got going on. And how do they not know Ben Kenobi is Obi-Wan? What are the odds that, like, that name's not, like, Smith? You know what I mean? It's probably, odds are same guy. You know what I mean? Like, very frustrating. Then they go to, I don't know, Crime City in the sand dunes. Everyone's dying in that bar. I don't understand the point of that city. Every time they got stopped trying to get off this planet, I'm like, for the love of God, let them go. Like, let's go. I want a different scenery so bad. But I tell you what, I had no idea. I thought Luke Skywalker was like supposed to be a badass. I've been hearing about Luke Skywalker forever. When he showed up as a whiny...
I've been hearing about Luke Skywalker forever.
When he showed up as a whiny, horny teenager, I was shocked. I was shocked. And I want you to play the first clip of audio that I have pulled, because when he did this, I audibly laughed out loud because it just sounded like my children were in Star Wars. I was dying when this interaction with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And I believe it's learning the ways of the Force.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I have that piece of audio. Then we're going to come back after this piece of audio and get the first keyword for Fest out there, your chance to go to Riot Fest and the Minnesota Yacht Club. We'll take a pause in this review, but here's where we are.
You must learn the ways of the Force if you're to come with me to Alderaan.
Alderaan? I'm not going to Alderaan. I'm going to get home. It's late. I'm in for it as it is.
I need your help, Luke. She needs your help. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I can't get involved. I've got work to do. It's not that I like the Empire. I hate it, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. It's all such a long way from here.
And it's far. Like the fact that he has this big thing. They're talking about like saving the planet. He's like, oh God, it's far away. I'm gonna get yelled at. It's super far away.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Hey, I'm Chris Van Vliet. Go behind the scenes and beyond the headlines with the biggest names in pro wrestling and beyond.
You could pop up in WWE tomorrow. Would Saraya be there or would Paige be there?
Paige, 100%.
So when you're setting up Logan Paul to frog splash you through the announce table, it's going through your mind.
This should make every headline in the world.
It makes sense, right? You jelly roll.
We knew we had that kind of a moment.
Mindset, motivation, and what it takes to succeed. Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We'll give you that Fest keyword again in a second. We also have special tickets coming up in about 5 minutes for Wolf Alice with Olivia Rodrigo at the United Center. That's huge tickets coming up in October. That's just about 5 minutes away, and we'll get to that. Now, we do have a contingent. Kenzie, there's a Star Wars club in Glen Ellen that's listening to your review right now.
Okay, great. And I hope they texted with answers to my questions.
They're texting in. The text line's kind of blowing up with Fest, and keep your comments coming in at 312-967-8200. But we appreciate the Star Wars Club of Glen Ellen that's listening this morning to Kenzie, never seeing Star Wars: A New Hope, any movie, but she's doing
any of the Star Wars movies. And it's important to say that because some people are texting in like, will they address the Stormtroopers thing in episode, 47? And I'm like, well, I haven't seen any of it. I've only now seen this one movie. I got nothing. The only thing that I've seen Star Wars related is when Natalie Portman was in that Coliseum pit because it kept playing at Best Buy one day when my parents were buying TVs. That's the only thing in Star Wars that I've ever seen. Okay, so just give me a break. It's a lot of information to take in when you don't have a background on it. Okay,
she'll be reviewing episode 47 tomorrow on the show at this time.
I'm doing my absolute best. So I was shocked. Just very small recap. Luke on that planet found out he was a whiny, horny teenager because when Luke Skywalker popped up, I'm like, oh, here we go. This must be like the rebellion hut. They're about like now here's where the action kicks in, and I was wrong. So I was absolutely shocked. And I have to say, during that time, I was really surprised to find out two things. There's a lot of shocking information rolling into me. One, I thought everyone had the Force. I didn't realize the Force was a learned trait that not the very select people apparently use. I thought the Force was like gravity. I thought everyone was using the Force. I was like, oh, some people don't even believe in the Force. I thought this was like a common thing for everybody.
Yeah, in a way, it's a religion, if you will. And then you can wield the craft if you have that fully the midichlorians in your bloodstream, which doesn't really get it. They don't mention midichlorian, I don't think, in the New Hope ever.
Wield the craft? You turned into a word wordsmith all of a sudden. Crazy.
Well, I didn't know it was magic, basically, or whatever you want to call it, but kind of, right?
It is magic. Yeah, essentially it is magic.
I had no idea that's what the Force was, and I didn't know that everyone wasn't using it.
Did you just think the Force was gravity?
I thought it was as common as almost like, yeah, maybe with you. You know what I mean? Like, good luck. I don't know. Like, kind of luck on your side.
Okay,
sort of
kind of
thing.
like a fist bump almost.
Yeah, like they were just referring to their I mean, I guess I don't 100% know. I never spent time thinking about it. But I thought that was a common knowledge. I didn't know people could disagree with the Force existing or not.
Oh, yeah. Big
I
topic of
was
debate.
shocked when they had the HR meeting with Darth Vader, and they're like, I don't know, the Senate dispersed, or I don't even know what that is. Because I was like, can we get a screen grab of who that is? Like, I wish they would have thrown an image up. We're talking about people that I don't know. They're like, now we're all individually in charge. And I have to say, I'm like, of what? Like your spaceships or planets or your... I don't totally understand the line of control in this movie. I don't know who's in charge of what. And again, I think they said the Senate doesn't exist anymore. So I'm like, well, the rebellion sounds bad, but then everybody hates the Empire. So I don't know which one's illegal. I can't tell if like the rebellion they're considering bad and the Empire is kind of like the government, or if the Empire overtook the government and the I don't know which one's like illegal, if that makes sense.
Which one do you like the most? Do you like Darth Vader?
Okay, I have to say, one, I thought Darth Vader was more powerful. I didn't realize he was going to have to consult with so many people about his decisions. I never thought he'd have to ask. I was in shock that he had to have these boardroom meetings in his cape while everyone's in a normal outfit.
Yeah.
I thought he would be way more totalitarian than that.
Totalitarian,
Thank
yes.
you.
Yeah.
And I was really surprised that he wasn't more in control of what was happening.
He still needs people to sign off on things.
Yeah. He's kind of like the rest of us, just trying to get his ideas pushed through.
Yeah, he's like the rest of us. However,
Yeah.
we can't kill an employee and get away with it because
Oh my God.
you're
I thought
afraid
he
of getting
was
killed.
so funny. He is the sassiest person. And again, very relatable. Haven't you ever just wanted to choke someone out during a board meeting? He's like, you know what? Like, I just liked him squeezing the little throat. He was so annoyed. And then when they pull the spaceship in, okay, he has the sassiest line ever when he's feeling the energy. And I have this audio. I genuinely laughed out loud. This is like, he's so annoyed, and it's so funny.
So this is Vader sensing something, and then we have those Wolf Alice and Olivia Rodrigo tickets we have to give away.
I sense something, a presence I've not felt since...
He stomps off. You
Yeah,
hear him.
he's
He literally has the sassiest... I sense something. A present. Da, 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 no explanation. And okay, so looking at this, because I don't really know where Obi comes from. I don't know his thing. I thought he sensed his son. Because spoiler alert, I know Luke is his son. So I thought he meant he felt like it. I thought he was mad his kid was there.
My damn kid's
Damn it, like I got a parent.
He's going to hit me up for some money. I know it.
Oh, God, Leech.
All right, Kenzie's movie review of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, continues on May the 4th. She's never seen it. This is where we're going. If you just joined us, that's where we're at. In the meantime, call right now, 312-967-8300. We have tickets for Olivia Rodrigo at the United Center, and we're doing that with our great friends, Wolf Alice. Olivia Rodrigo, by the way, collabing with Weezer last year at Lollapalooza, and has a lot of collabs with Robert Smith of The Cure, a big fan of a lot of the Q101 music, and then putting Wolf Alice on her show at the United Center. So it's October 11th and 12th. Call right now. 312-967-8300 for a chance at tickets to this show. It will be a pretty damn expensive ticket. So you win these, a great free ticket from Live Nation and Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Listen, it is not too late to stop this. Do not do this. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. It's damn near perfect. It's beautiful as it is. Stop trying to fix what ain't broke. And stop telling me that the tournament isn't the tournament unless the 15th place team in the SEC gets in. Stop jerking with the best event in all of sports, you pigs.
The Jim Rome Show podcast.
What's your beef?
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
All right, Kenzie's movie review of Star Wars will continue momentarily. But first, the Fest launched at 8 o'clock with Q101. That is a chance to get to the Minnesota Yacht Club, which is Friday, July 17th weekend. Illumineers, Black Keys, Strokes, Cage Elephant, so much more. You get a full trip to this festival, and you win just for qualifying one-day Riot Fest tickets. You get to choose which day. Now, that hasn't been announced yet with the bands, but we know every day is incredible. So all you got to do is text the word yacht, Y-A-C-H-T, to 312-967-8300. Text that the rest of the hours. You got till 9 o'clock. If you've already done it, don't do it again, but just make sure you get it right. Go slow. Y-A-C-H-T to 312-967-8300, our new phone number. The first Fest with our new phone number. So make sure you get it right so you win. And this is going on all day and all week. So it'll be 8 o'clock, 11, 2, and 5 through Q101's broadcast day. But tomorrow morning at 8, we'll do a different keyword for Minnesota Yacht Club as we keep going. Now, back to Kenzie's movie review of Star Wars Episode 4.
Okay.
A lot of quality text coming through. I'd like to read MMA Kip's text came through at 312, says, do you think Darth Vader's underlings get a 3 veto rule?
Oh, because Kenzie has the 3 vetoes.
Because Kenzie gets 3 vetoes on the show before he kills them and chokes them out, you know?
And I guess just before Kenzie gives the rest of her thoughts, and my understanding is there are many, Brian, could you try to summarize what her thoughts on this movie are so far?
Darth Vader is sassy.
Uh-huh.
She loves
Which I like.
That's not the least surprising thing ever is Kenzie taking a pro Darth Vader stance.
Well, so sassy and irritated by everybody. It's so funny to me.
To quote Kenzie just about 10 minutes ago, everybody's wanted to choke someone to death in the middle of a meeting.
Who's in these HR meetings? I can't believe it. I can't believe he has to stand there in a cape and ask for permission. I am shocked.
And we can't go through the amount of questions Kenzie has. We really can't. It'll take like days to answer these questions with the other movies. So we've agreed right now in that commercial break that every May 4th, Kenzie's going to watch a different Star Wars movie. Because people are saying she needs to watch them all right now. No. Next. So just get ready. Put it in your phone. May 4th, 2027, it's Empire Strikes Back.
Bingo.
That's the next one. So what number is that?
Well,
they are.
What number do you think it is? If you just watched episode 4, what number do you think it is?
Probably 7. They all came out in order.
No, it's not. It's episode 5.
So 4 and 5 came out in order, and then they did like 1 at some point.
4, 5, and 6, and then 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, I didn't know what order they came out in.
All right. So you're
in fairness, they started with 4. You look at me like I'm stupid. If they started with 1 and I didn't know what was next, that would be fair.
So where we left off in the review is Kenzie had Darth Vader looking out the window and going like, I sense something.
Yeah, he senses something. Now, I don't know Obi's whole thing, so I thought he meant his son. He's like, oh God, I have to parent, and he runs away. So I thought that was hilarious. Like, I gotta abandon this kid twice. I thought that was so funny. And just to recap, didn't know Luke was a horny, annoying teenager. I thought he was gonna be like a badass.
Yep.
Didn't know Darth Vader needed permission from an HR board. Do not understand if the government, like the Senate's in charge, or the Empire, or the Rebellion. I'm confused at which one's legal and which is illegal, if you will.
Okay.
And I thought the Force was something everybody used, that it was super common. I didn't know it was this lost art. So that's where I am. I'm just in shock. I'm enjoying the movie, but I'm just very surprised. Okay. And I do have a question. Does Obi-Wan Kenobi know at this point that Darth Vader is Luke's father? Because he's answering questions about Luke's father.
Yes.
Does he know that?
I'm trying to decide if I want to tell her or not.
Well, Obi-Wan, dies in this movie, so it's not like you're spoiling anything ahead. I think you're okay to say that.
Okay. Is it going to make you, which answer do you want to hear?
What do you want to believe?
I feel like he knows. I feel like he's kind of this all-knowing person. Where the hell was Yoda, by the way? Where's he? I kept waiting for Yoda to show up. By the way.
You don't know that Yoda's Luke's dad?
What?
I'm kidding. Never mind. No, I'm kidding.
Where was Yoda?
So yes, Obi-Wan knows.
Obi knows that. So he's answering these questions, kind
Yes.
of omitting some important details, I think. But I was like, maybe he doesn't know.
Yeah,
So I was curious.
I almost want to give her a little bit of a spoiler in Return of the Jedi when he
She won't remember. She's going to watch it 2 years from now. Just give her the answer.
So there's an interchange.
She wouldn't remember if you told her today she watched it this afternoon. You're fine.
So there's an interchange, Kenzie, between Obi-Wan Kenobi, who's dead, by the way, now, and it's the ghost talking to Luke, or he's the Force. He exists still because of the Force.
We'll get to that.
I can't explain that right now.
Oh, boy.
But he's talking to Luke about it, and Luke goes, how could you not tell me that he was my dad? And he goes, well, in certain perspectives, I did tell you the truth. That certainly Darth Vader killed the man that was your father, even though it was the same person, you see.
I see.
But he's like that guy that's just completely, no matter what, he finds a way to tell you the truth, like Tony Montana and Scarface. Even when I lie, I'm telling you the truth. He basically, he tells, he in his eyes, he told him the truth.
Okay.
But Luke's like, what?
But to answer your question, Kenzie, he knows. He's aware of Vader's
he
past.
gets that.
Yeah,
Okay.
If anybody knows what's going on with Vader, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So okay, cool. Because I don't know Obi's deal. I don't know where he's from. I don't know how he's better than everybody at this Force thing.
Obi's Google.
Okay.
Obi is Google.
Well, but I would actually argue Yoda's Google, but Yoda's not in this movie.
Where the hell's Yoda? I kept waiting. I was like, where? I thought that was like the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
And then I was like, okay, we were super far into the movie, and Princess Leia still wasn't in her bikini with Jabba the Hutt. And I'm like, how long is this movie? Because I thought that was going to be in this movie too. I'm like, it seems like there's an arc we haven't gotten to.
That's 2 movies from now.
Okay,
get ready
looking forward to it. 2 years.
Yeah, 2028, you're going to see Leia in the bikini.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm wondering if Obi knows that they're on the ship. This is where the movie's picking up for me. Because now Luke was kind of annoying. Obi's a little boring, in fairness. He's not like, I'm like, okay, I'm really enjoying Chewbacca and I'm really enjoying Han Solo. Finally, a character I can get down with. I'm into it. And we're seeing a little more of Princess Leia having an attitude, which I like that she's not just like a helpless princess. I really like that take. I thought I like her attitude level. I thought
that she's difficult.
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
Are you saying that she's a bitch? Is she a bitch?
No, I thought she was, and no, if you would have asked me this in like a trivia question, I don't know how I would have answered now that I have this information, but I thought she was solidly with somebody, either Luke or Han Solo. So this weird sexual Berea threesome tension.
Oh, love that.
I can't tell who she's gonna hook up with, or if she's gonna be with both of them. I don't really know. I don't really know what to make of what's going on. But one of my favorite clips was when Han Solo is on the space shuttle. Did you ever think a princess could be with a guy, and Luke Skywalker's like, no, because he's so mad. I'm enjoying what's going on there with them a lot. Okay, I like that dynamic. That was probably my favorite dynamic.
So I have to stop right there too. Should I tell her?
I know. I was wondering if she was going to get to it, but I don't think she's going to.
Get to what?
I don't know. I don't know if I should tell.
No, I don't think you should, because I was kind of wondering if she was going to figure that out or not, but it doesn't seem like she has.
Figure what out? Maybe I did. Tell me. I can't answer the question.
Well, you were about ready to move on that subject, and you mentioned the Barilla threesome. So with Han Solo and Luke Skywalker,
do they have
and
a
Princess
threesome?
Leia.
What? Oh my God, they have a threesome? What movie's that in? They have an effing threesome? Are you serious?
I wasn't going to tell you, but they have a threesome.
No way.
I'm sorry. I wasn't going to tell you. I'm sorry. I little spoiled something out for a couple of years from now when you watch the movie. I'm sorry.
Which movie is that in?
It's the next one.
Empire Breaks Your Back?
That's right. All right, hang on.
Well done. Well done.
Okay, listen, hang on. Kenzie's going to...
Wait, I have one more piece of audio.
No, hold on. No, we're not done. We're going to come back after Coldplay, and we'll get to the conclusion of Kenzie's review of Star Wars A New Hope, Episode 4. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We're landing the plane here on Kenzie's Star Wars Episode 4.
Land the ship, baby.
A New Hope review. She started this at about 7:50, so if you go back to the podcast, want to hear from the beginning, which you should, that's where it's going to start today, and we're getting near the end of it. She'd never seen any Star Wars movie, not just the first one, and here we are in the middle of it, or getting near the end, I should say. So, Kenzie, take it from where we were at.
Okay, only a couple more things to get to. I just talked about a bunch of things I really enjoyed about the movie and the relationships. I can't wait for the threesome. I'm super excited about that.
Yep.
Now, what I didn't like at all was Darth Vader and Obi's lightsaber fight. That sucked. That was like no stunt doubles needed, huh? Like it looked like Case and I were doing it. It was so bad. I was like, these are supposed to be the two best with the Force to ever do it.
Yeah,
So
but
I was
sort of like if Jordan and LeBron played each other.
I was, oh my God, they're juking out, flips, people like, I don't know, use the Force. Isn't somebody gonna like hang from the air or something? They just were tapping each other's sticks.
Yeah, however, to be fair,
same spot.
To be fair, Obi-Wan's pretty old and probably didn't have his Aleve nearby
But he has
before
the
the fight. You know,
Force.
I understand.
Doesn't the Force lift him?
Well, you probably still need to leave with the Force.
Arthritis doesn't stop for the Force.
But then, like, I don't know. I just was like, this is where they had to save money. I was so excited for this scene. I thought there was going to be backflips, they're going to be jumping off stuff. And it was a lightsaber fight, again, that I could have partaken in. It was really anticlimactic. And again, fully enjoy sassy Darth Vader when he kills Obi, but the cloth just falls to the ground and he stomps it with his foot. He looks so pissed off when there's not a body in there. Which oh my God. And then he turns around because they're going to get away in the spaceship and the door closes and he looks extra annoyed. Like, this is just the worst day. And I thought that was so funny. I didn't understand when Obi says, and I'm getting texts, by the way, if people don't call him Obi, which, why? Do I have to say the whole thing?
Well, he's Obi-Wan. You don't have to say Kenobi, but
Well,
you say
I thought
Obi-Wan.
it was Obi-Wan. I thought he was going to be Hispanic, so I was shocked when I met him.
You can call him Obi-Wan.
When you met him.
When he first popped up, it's not who I anticipated at all.
You met Obi-Wan? You have the Force.
So Obi, when he says to Darth Vader, like, oh, like, I'm going to be more powerful than ever if you kill me, I don't get that, and I don't get why Darth Vader would then want to kill him if he knows that.
That's something that you're going to have to wait for.
Right.
On
so
the power,
I would think Darth Vader would be like, not going to kill you. Let me just slow you down. If you know he's going to be more powerful. I thought that was weird. Didn't fully get it. But his foot tapping on his robe took me out. He looked so pissed off. And that was so funny to me.
Kenzie, you have one more piece of audio, and then I want to get to your rating.
And I'll have to say, I'm going back and forth. Like, do I like Luke more? Do I like Han more? I definitely ended up liking Han more, specifically because of this audio. Luke Skywalker was such a D-bag in it, and it made me so mad.
Oh, no. Come on, R2, can you hear me? Say something. You can repair him, can't you?
We'll get to work on him right away.
You must repair him. Sir, if any of my circuits or gears will help, I'll gladly donate them. He'll be all right.
Because he said he'll be all right?
No. This guy, R2 has saved his life countless times from the trash compressor. He's got the message. He's got him here. R2-D2 dies in battle. And like C-3PO is like, I will give my body parts to save him. And Luke goes, he'll be all right, and walks away with his arms because he's a horny teenager. He goes and gets a medal, even though R2-D2 did everything.
Oh, that's great.
He's like, I will give my body for him. He'll be all right. What a piece of crap.
Oh, Kenzie, I want you to stop here for a second. I want you to give you a rating when we come back on Star Wars. When we come back here in just 6 minutes, because it sounds like you liked it. There's a lot of questions.
My God.
But the rating of Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope, Kenzie saw it for the first time yesterday, and that's coming up here in 6 minutes.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning, and Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
About 10 minutes left in the first hour of Q101's Fest for us here at 8 o'clock. Every day at 8, we'll give out a keyword for a chance to get qualifying prize of one-day tickets to Riot Fest. And then this week's prize will be to the Minnesota Yacht Club Festival, a full trip. That is Friday, July 17th weekend with the Lumineers, Black Keys, The Strokes, Cage the Elephant, and about 40 more bands. You get a full trip, and you have just about 11 minutes left. If you already did it this hour, don't do it again. but text the keyword yacht, Y-A-C-H-T, to 312-967-8300 for your chance at that. Another chance coming up at 11, 2, and 5. 3 more chances today to get involved with this contest. And then tomorrow morning at 8, we'll have a new keyword. So keep going through the day to win this incredible prize all month long, Q101's Fest. If you haven't done it, text YACHT, Y-A-C-H-T, to 312-967-8300. And on May the 4th, Kenzie's been reviewing Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, for about the past hour at this point now. A lot of questions, a lot of curiosity. Listeners thoroughly enjoying it. A lot of people checking in, even some Star Wars clubs have checked in to listen to this wonderful review. And it's coming time to come to a close here. Was there any final thoughts before you give your rating, Kenzie?
I'm on the edge of my seat. I can't wait to see where this goes. I know nothing about anything that happens in Star Wars. So I don't know who's winning or who's going to win, or, necessarily who we're rooting for, even the Senate or the Empire or the Rebellion. So over the next couple years, every May 4th, I'm excited to see how this pans out,
Yep, 2027, Empire Strikes Back, May 4th. I'll be ready for it.
Who does Princess Leia end up with? Who is Natalie Portman? Because I thought she was Princess Leia. I have a lot of questions.
You're not going to get to Natalie Portman until 2029.
And I'm really looking forward to that. Man.
Think about that. She's not going to know her character for 3 years.
Yeah. Well, I haven't known her for 31, so I think I'll make it through.
Okay. Well, I guess if there's no more final thoughts on the movie, which, by the way, people are checking in and saying they've parked their car. Some people almost got in an accident, talking about the Empire Strikes Back, breaking the back.
I will say last week was a record-setting number of downloads for the Brian and Kenzie podcast for a 7-day period, most downloads we've ever had.
Oh, I love that. It's great to hear.
Good news.
If there is ever an episode that should break the download record for singular episode, if you're just now joining us for Kenzie's Star Wars review, and I say this as the person that does movie reviews every week, bravo. This has been so enjoyable to listen to. I can't wait to hear what you're rating this out of and what your rating finally is. But if you're just joining us, the Brian and Kenzie podcast later today, you have to give this a listen in full.
Okay. So I'm getting a lot of requests for it. I'm getting requests to read it out of Obies. I'm getting requests to read it out of sassy Darth Vaders, missing Yodas. I'm gonna do Obies.
Oh, okay, Obies.
And let me tell you something. I'm rating this a solid 7 out of 10 Obies.
Okay.
Only because the first half of the movie shouldn't exist, and the second half, I was like, now I'm in. Now I'm in the war. I like it.
All right, 7 out of 10 for Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Remember, put in your phone right now, May 4th, 2027. Kenzie will do The Empire Strikes Back. So be ready for that.
Put it in your phone. Same time.
Same time. Yep, 7:50 a.m. Take it there.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Listen, it is not too late to stop this. Do not do this. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. It's damn near perfect. It's beautiful as it is. Stop trying to fix what ain't broke. And stop telling me that the tournament isn't the tournament unless the 15th place team in the SEC gets in. Stop jerking with the best event in all of sports, you pigs.
The Jim Rome Show podcast.
What's your beef?
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.